We are live here at Star Wars Celebration Chicago, where it is very much like Hoth. We just saw the Mandalorian panel. We're going to react to it right now. We do it for the fans. What's up, everybody? Happy Star Wars Sunday. We are here, of course, executive producer Al Schuler, myself, Josh, and we just saw the Mandalorian panel. Now, our experience was a little bit wonky with it. We had to go back and watch the trailer, or the sizzler reel, because we didn't see that right away, but now we've seen the footage. We heard some of the panel. What's like your first reaction from seeing that?
I'm all ready for it. I'm just kind of pumped for it now. I've seen like a little bit of the footage, especially like the idea of the Clint Eastwood feel to it, Old West. That's going to be pretty dope.
Yeah, 100% agree. The Clint Eastwood thing was the perfect answer. Pedro Pascal seemed so pumped about being in this role, which is awesome. That will, of course, help bring some energy to the role. The thing that stuck out to me, Filoni and Favreau. Their relationship, and we've seen it sort of play out on Instagram a little bit. You know, we know they've been meeting. We had heard all these rumors and different things like that, but those two guys love each other and love Star Wars. It's a weird love triangle between them and Star Wars, and it's really, really cool stuff. So what do you think about that and the collaborative process with live action, Favreau, and then, of course, Filoni?
I think it's going to be amazing. I think with Favreau's experience and Filoni's Star Wars expertise, dude, it's going to be amazing. And it looks like they have that synergy and chemistry to where everything is kind of just flowing together and it worked out perfect for them.
Yeah, 100%. They were talking about scripting, how the scripting was kind of taking place on Favreau's end. He totally script, but then they became collaborative. So those were probably spec scripts, and it looks like all of the directors at least had notes, maybe even total page one rewrites on their particular episode. That was something else that was in the sizzler reel. They were talking about the collaborative process with all these directors. The talent they have behind the show is absolutely insane. Now let's talk about the badassness of the Mandalorian himself. We got to see the armor. We got to see him doing his thing, that cold open with the beeping, and I think it looks really cool. It's a little bulky, but I like it. It's like bigger, and it seems better than what you would even get with like Boba Fett. What did you think visually of what they're doing with it?
Visually, I think it's really dope. I think it goes back to kind of, like they said, the medieval times, and it looks like knights' armor and things like that. And so, yeah, I'm kind of with it. I want to see how it turns out in the show, actually.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited, man. I think that the architecture looks great. The ships, from what I've seen, look great. They're spending $100 million on this. The question for me is sort of like, is this going to catch mainstream? Because right now, and I don't even know, it's probably trending on Twitter right now, but when they first dropped information about this, it was not even trending. It's kind of a hard sell to casual audiences, The Mandalorian. Why is that such a big deal? So, I mean, do you think that anything we saw or heard about here is actually going to bring more casuals in? What do you think?
I think it's going to go with kind of like what Favreau said about kind of trying to make it and tailor it so that it was something that anyone could sit down and enjoy. Right. I think it's going to be kind of a good mix between that real in-depth content for Star Wars nerds, but then they're also going to have it really surface level to where you could just really sit down and not know anything about Star Wars and enjoy it.
Yeah, it's very true. I get the feeling this one is a little bit more for the fans. It feels a little bit more hardcore to me. Even the things they were saying on the panel did not seem like pitches to the casual fan. I mean, no, casual fans really don't know who Dave Filoni is, and yet when you hear the cast and you hear everybody talking about him, they're like, when they talk about the directors, they're like, well, of course Dave, and then they talk about the other directors, like he's Star Wars royalty. We get that, but I don't think the casuals do. I'm interested to see how it was received, but overall my takeaway from it was like they nailed it. I wasn't blown away, but I was it feels exactly like it was going to be. Like that's exactly what I was hoping they would say, exactly what I was hoping they would do. Right. And yeah, so any last thoughts on Mandalorian? Anything that you wish you had seen or that you think was bad?
I wish I would have seen at least a little more action. I think they made a tease that after for the ones in the panel might have got to see that. I wish we'd have made it in to see that. But other than that, no, I saw pretty much what I expected to. Pretty dope. Yeah,
and like what Al's referring to is at the very end of the panel, for the people that were actually in the rooms, they got to see a little extra footage. And it was the worst tease ever because we were at the live stage and we got to see Favreau and Filoni say, wait, who wants to see some real footage? And then it cuts off. I don't know if that's the way it was for you guys at home on the live stream, but I'm pissed. Anyways, it's been a good Star Wars celebration. You still got one more day. We're heading out now. Guys, it's been amazing. Thank you for all the support. And we'll be doing a lot more Star Wars content very, very soon. A lot of cool stuff coming at you. So, as I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.